Right, welcome back everyone to the Craig Roberts Memorial 2022. We're in the early stages of the semi-finals. I'll just quickly run through the scores, and I'll hand over to my mate Mike for his opinions on how things are going so far. So the first semi-final is between Jack Hargreaves and John Bailey, and the score at the moment is Jack Hargreaves 6, John Bailey 9. And the second semi-final is two old sparring partners who know each other's game inside out, and that's Simon Coupe and Wayne Ditchfield, both from the Preston area, and they are 5 across. Mike, what are your thoughts, mate?
Well, I think definitely this is going to be the match of the semi-finals. Ditchfield and Coupe, they're absolutely standing them on the jack. They both know the green, of course, and I think it's a toss-up. The other semi-final, John knows the green like the back of his hand. He's caught Jack down that far edge, and Jack's got right back in the game. John's had a really good piece of luck to get the jack back, and I'm not sure who's going to win either of these semi-finals. I'm not whether to have a bet with you or not. I think you owe me about 20
We've had
years ago.
Surely £2.50. Yes. No. You pick one out of one, and I'll pick one out of the other, and we'll see how we go on. We'll have a pint or a cup of tea or whatever you want on it.
Well, I've got to pick John because teammate of mine, so okay. I'm going to go with Bailey, and you can have the pick for the other.
And I'm going to go with Coupe, based on his performance against Callum Wraight. Even though Wayne Ditchfield did absolutely nothing wrong in his game when he had a good win over Glynn Cookson, but Simon was incredibly impressive against Callum Wraight. So there we have it, and I think John is threatening to pull away from Jack. And what worries me about this, from Jack's perspective, is John's incredible green knowledge that he's got here, and he'll be playing Jack around the different paces of the green, and Jack, even though he's had one game and half an hour's practice, that really doesn't compare to John's experience on the screen.
And of course he's now taking him down the edge where it won him the tournament last time out 3 years ago. Can you believe 3 years ago, Roger?
No, I can't. If I'm not mistaken, I think when John won it, I think he beat Simon Coupe in the final. So are we looking at a repeat final? I don't know.
Possibilities.
There's a long way to go yet, and fabulous players on show. But in a blink of an eye, from 6-8 with Jack Hargreaves leading the jack out, he's now 12-6 down, and John back along that edge, as you say, and lying 1, looking to try and lie 2. I think he does lie 2. Jack's going to think long and hard about this. He may be tempted to fire. Well, he's certainly reached, hasn't he?
Certainly got a bit of pace on.
3 yards over at this. No. And if
14-6.
it is 2, it's all of a sudden a 14-6 gap. Yeah.
From, as you say, 8-6.
8-6. Yes.
Jack's led a good one.
Yeah.
John's nowhere near and has a big hit.
Yes, propped him out, didn't he?
Fine margins, and all of a sudden 14-6. Yeah. It's an uphill task now.
Now, Michael, you're a teammate of John's,
I am.
As you mentioned. So,
yes, lucky John.
So what's your assessment of his form this season?
I've seen him play better, I've got to say. I did play him in one of the tournaments here. Watched him play in the second round, and he played pretty scruffy. And I thought, I'm going to do him here. And then he went on to play against me, and he was awesome. And I said, you know what you're doing? If you'd have played like you did in the second round, I'd have beat you. He turned around and smiled at me and said, well, I'm not going to do that again, you are my teammates for you.
Yeah. But you just, these top class players, just when the big occasion comes along, it's very rare that they don't show up, isn't it?
Well, he'd be focused tonight. He won't.
Yeah.
He's just played an absolute stonker again.
Yeah. He's looking back to his very best. yeah, that, that's what they say. Class is permanent, form is temporary, and can just take one good performance just to spark things into life for these great players.
Of course, now the green's going to start getting a bit pushy. You can see the sun dropping down that edge. Shady area, it's going to get slower pretty quick now. Jack's not going to be used to this. He's not. John,
No.
And these two lads here, Ditchfield and Carroll, they'll know this, that you've got to start sending them a bit. Because it was really quick in that last day. And you can see it now, it's slowing up.
Yeah, visibly slowing up now as dragging through the green a lot more.
Well, you can see that these two lads played really well, both of them, in the last day. And now they're starting to spread them a bit. They're just struggling to get that length, where last day they had that length off to a tee. It's caught Jack short again down this edge.
I think Wayne is an incredible touch player. He's really good at flat green bowls, especially the indoor in the winter. He goes indoor and plays flat green bowls, and he's got a fantastic touch. And I think with the green slowing up, Simon was just brilliant with the green quick as well. But I think Simon's very, very adaptable to the green going heavier. We'll see.
I think watching the delivery that they have, beautiful and smooth, all four of these lads.
Yes.
The delivery is so sweet.
Yes.
And scruffy. Makes a big difference.
They make it look absolutely effortless. And you and I know how difficult it is to have a good delivery, don't we? Yeah. Mine are going out sky bias these days.
I remember when I was just sort of playing, you had the Fletcher and your Duncan and all them sort of players, and I used to go and have a practice and try and deliver them like Fletcher. And I could deliver them like Fletcher. I couldn't get them anywhere near. And then of course you had no birds who used to stroke them out. And then you had Ken Stroke who used to sort of jerk them out.
Yes.
And I used to go on and try and imitate these players.
Great players.
Yeah, I could get them out like them, but I couldn't get them near. So I give up.
I used to be mesmerised by Brian Duncan when he sent the ball. You could see the ball going across the green, and the disc on the ball just wouldn't wobble, wouldn't move. just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Well,
how old is he? 80.
Oh yeah. Still.
We were playing in the Vets match. Wales played Cheshire and Potters and Greater Manchester, and Burrows were playing. It's just beautiful to just watch it. What a two good balls here from Ditchfield.
Wayne Ditchfield. Two very, very decent balls from Simon, and
14-inch off.
And two down. Brilliant bowling.
So it's got barely down this edge anyway.
Yes.
And
he seems to be. Although Jack's just got in this last end now, so it gives him a chance to change the scenery and mount a bit of a fight back. He is 16-7 down, so he needs a good lead. It's coming up towards us here.
He's not getting there. It's a bit of an hill there. You see, Jack won't know this.
Yeah.
You've got to get up that bank.
Okay. John's turned over first ball. Knows the land. No hesitation. Yeah. Straight to it. Knows where the green's going to hold the ball. And now Jack's looking at a 6-inch ball at the back of the jack.
What experience with Jack? He's invited back.
Definitely.
I just felt a bit sorry for Kevin Shaw there. I mean, you remember when?
Yes.
3 years ago, he lost 20 to Bailey in the last 8, and could have easily won that game.
And Bailey
went on
and won it. Did he?
Definitely.
Yeah.
We were doing the commentary, and Bailey won it, and Kevin was unlucky there to lose 20. Should have got 2 at one end and didn't do, and he was a little annoyed with himself, which we all are. We lose by the odd chart. We should have got 2 and didn't do.
Yeah.
And I thought he'd have been invited back.
Well, but you don't know the circumstances, whether he was just not away on holiday or something like that. Yeah. But But Jack Hargreaves there has played a superb ball to recover the situation there against John. I think he's counting. So yeah, 8-16 now, leading out. That was a brilliant recovery ball from Jack on the hard mark. Actually going on the round
shocking lead, and then plays it really. Just
sign of a very good player when you can correct that well from your first ball. Always correct from your first ball. That was what people are taught when they're first starting out. Always improve on your second ball.
He's looking at this.
Yeah. Again. Well, that was a fraction
there
from
you
being
go.
a superb ball, and it's
unlucky.
And they got it as very unlucky.
And at 16-8 down, that's not what you. That's not what you want. No. John's going off. John's gone. Now that's a shocker.
Yeah.
If he did that in a league game, he'd be dropped for that.
Says Captain Mike.
You do not want to send your first ball off when your opponent's led off the green.
No.
And Jack's not
sent this one now, so John should have an easy one. All he has to do is just pass that short ball of Jack's, which he's duly done. Yeah. So it was a bit of a
unlucky. Yeah, it was a bit bad Jack. He's gone for it and he's dropped off. He's unlucky.
Yeah. And again, green knowledge will play a part in that.
He's looking for that corner to get down that edge, but 17-8, you're thinking that game's over.
Yes.
So what about this other one? We're 8 across.
I think we're in for a thriller, as you've said, and we suspected there's going to be very tight this game.
Well, I thought that's why I had picked the Bailey and Hargreaves game. I thought I was on for a winner there, and this was a toss of the coin.
Yes.
I'll let you pick.
And I just
so
walked into it.
So I've napped you there, Rog.
Yeah, absolutely.
Again.
Again. Stitch me up like a kipper again. Yeah. So no, I think this is going to be very attritional. This between Simon and Wayne. Lots of ones, but lots of quality bowling. Uncharacteristically, John's played 2 short bowls there and going up the hill with Jack. John's looking at that, so I think Jack might have squeezed the 2 to get back in the same street, as they say, at 10-17, but they might be
I think it's I thought it was only one. John stood back then and let him look. I think he was confident it was only. You've got to double him up there, haven't you?
Yes.
He'd room, and you're so far behind. He has to double that up.
So we'll now turn our attention to Simon and Wayne. They are going to have an absolute thriller here, I'm sure. And so it's 9-8 to Simon, and Wayne has just
good
won
ball.
The end.
Good ball.
A very good ball to bring it back. Is it all square or is it 2? It's just all square at 9 across. They've got such an all-round game, both of them. It's just who blinks first.
Now he played this in the last 8. He played this mark. It's very quick. He's gone all through the brown and he's tittled it out. When he played Cookson, he just caught him a little too far. This is quick all the way. Look at the pace of this ball. It's barely moving.
Yeah.
And even now it's getting a bit sort of.
Wonderful touch. He really does. He really does.
That's a nagging ball because it's in the way and it's 2 foot and it's all on the bear. If that passes with any pace, it's going out. And it's fly. He's caught him. He's caught him out here.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I think these days I don't think there's a better fast green player than Wayne. Really
You've just said that, and he's playing
4
foot short.
He's still counting 2 though. tell you what, I'd rather have them than not.
But he can send them, you know. I went to...
It's just too far again.
Yeah, it's leaving 2.
It's leaving 2. Yeah.
Was a bit of a green patch. No, it's leaving 2.
No, I said I'd rather
He's
have
caught
them
him
than
out.
not.
He's caught him out there, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Definite.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you were saying about Ditchfield being like a touch player. I've seen him play on hell of an heavy green. People couldn't reach, and he was just sending them there with no difficulty. He's a big lad, and he was powering them into them corners. So, all-round game.
Yeah, all-court game, as they say in other sports. Is it? Yeah.
Of course, top players, you're going to have no weakness, because if you have, they're going to... You found out.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's got this bit between the teeth on this mark. And again, he's played another here with Wayne.
Yeah.
He's applying the pressure to Simon.
Yeah, good ball again.
Things are looking good for you, Michael, on your 2 tips anyway, at the moment.
Yeah. I don't think he likes this one, does he? No, it's tobacco.
I think he was in just too much green as well. Got to be so precise on the land because of the brown and the green and the difference in the paces. If you miss it just by a fraction, you've got a completely different pace to get there. What would you do here now? Would you have a go at this? Because I think if Wayne says it's only 1, I think he might have a strike.
Yeah, he's eyeing up a strike. I wouldn't strike. You know me. I'm one of them that likes to play. Somebody like Callum would have definitely. Well, he's played with pace. I wouldn't sort of say it's a strike, but it's a really good hit.
Hit from Simon.
It's a good hit.
Brilliant hit.
Yeah.
And that's the quality he brings with his game, because you've got to keep the door shut on him with 2s. Else he'll punish you, and that was a massive ball to get him.
Well, Wayne gave him the chance playing that real bad second ball.
Yes.
Only one. He's giving the chance. I think he'll be slightly annoyed with himself there, Wayne. Give him the chance to take him out, which he did.
Yeah.
And back in the it's 10-11. It's still a toss-up. It's going all the way this game.
Oh, definitely. Yeah,
he's just
was saying to me that Sam has been suffering from a bad back, but
well, he looked all right picking that bit of litter up from the green.
Yeah. I thought, has he been playing with Mike and carrying him?
Oh, so funny you are.
He's back on his favourite mark. He's been playing this really well all evening. So
now this is hard again, because we're going through that green, aren't we? And then this is, don't forget, this is the heavy corner. Normally you're sending them up into this corner.
Yeah.
And he's played one. Can't fault this.
Absolutely got this off to a tee. Even though it's gone through a couple of foot, that's a very good ball. And we have the results of the first semi-final, and the score is John Bailey 21, Jack Hargreaves 10. John carrying on that momentum that he built up in the early stages of the semi-final, and the reigning champion is back in the final, Mike.
Yeah, he's just in a bit of form. We're just needing to bring that into our team, and we might pick him in. you might get in the side.
Yes. Yeah.
No, I've really enjoyed it, Llanrwst. I'm playing with John Bailey and Dan, who's running this, who's such a nice guy.
He is.
And it's a good club, and
the bowls through and through.
The green's wonderful, but as I was telling you before, it was underwater just 2 days ago. With that rain we had, it was 2 foot of water totally covering the old green. Just your going, Rog.
Oh, lovely, yeah, lovely. Oh, I think it's a wonderful bowling green at Llanrwst.
It is.
It's got paces. It's got everything. The only thing it doesn't have is the weather, because it's up in the Conway Valley, and you compared to the coast, you can have sunshine on the coast, and you can have wind and rain in the up in the Conway Valley. So to have a green in that condition is a credit to the club.
But the thing is, they don't do anything with the green. You've got Rhos Park that they're going to be fertilising this and everything. No need to fertilise it. All that stuff that's come from the river, it's still on the green, and it's fertilised. They never have to water it.
No.
It's the greenest. It's the greenest in Wales that I've seen.
Yeah, low maintenance, but. John Pritchard years ago used to do the green. I don't know who does it now, but
well, his son Mike's cutting it.
Oh, is it? It's Mike that does it now.
Yeah.
But
I cut the edges. I cut the edges. That's my job.
Well done. But I played in a Gwynedd Cup final up there a few years ago, and I thought, it's a wonderful green to play on. It's got paces and ridges and really interesting green. Anyway, so Wayne did manage to get in, and then
DT's giving it a coating and looking. He's pretty good, yeah.
And Wayne's trying to get back on this very quick mark that he's been playing so well. He's lying one down. This is a big ball for both players here, because if Wayne does count, which looks very close. Oh, it's going out now. It's going. So I think Simon's on, so that negates Wayne's plan to get back on this very quick mark. I'm sure Simon won't want to touch that short ball.
Well, he's
with
actually
Wayne's.
asking Wayne who's on. I trust DT. He's pretty
He's got a good eye,
yeah, he's got a good eye. We're a fair player, as you told me last time.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And yeah, he's give it to.
Yes. Let's give it to Simon. Yeah. No, DT is rarely wrong. Out of all the referees on the circuit, I'd rather have DT judging things. Yeah, so Simon's played safe quite rightly.
He told me off a couple of weeks ago for running after a ball. I was running after a ball. He says, "Don't run after that ball. Keep away from it." I thought we were mates.
You running after a ball?
I know.
Whatever next.
I know. I know if I'd have stamped it, he'd have kicked it off.
Too right.
He's evil.
Well, Simon now is going for the other corner. He's given up on his favourite corner, but he hasn't been so shabby in this corner either. And he's going nice and deep where there's a bit of drag at the end because of the green, and the green is slowing down, as you say, so it will suit Simon a little bit more, I think, and he's obliged by playing an absolute superb lead.
Good ball at the side. Wayne should be probably a couple of foot through at that. Just give it a chance. Nothing worse than playing a ball a yard short and in your own way.
Yeah.
And he's done exactly that.
Yeah.
He's played a yard short in his own way.
To go through. So, good tactic from Simon. This looks quick to me, Mike.
Yeah, got a bit of green to go through.
Yes, just round the back. Might have
not sure.
Close.
One.
Yeah,
DT's
gone out.
stamped his authority there. One, but he's in his own way, isn't he? I don't know.
Yes, as you said, Mike, he's messed himself up a little bit with that short ball. He's just trying to play control weight to try and sit the side ball out.
He's looking at it.
Well, now is a chance.
Oh,
it's hit the jack,
unlucky.
And it's gone to the back ball. That is a really unlucky result for him. It's a well played ball. And Simon, it's not the jack sideways, so Simon's now looking at possibly being two, but we'll see.
I think Simon said that's what I put it there for. Wayne doesn't.
Wayne had some of your luck there, Mike.
I am the unluckiest player in Wales. It's official.
It's official.
Oh, it's a measure. No, it's not measures.
Oh, no, conceded. So is it? No, what?
I don't know. What was it two? I think we'll just have to get DT. He's just going to pass. Was it two?
Just the one, was it, Mr. Evans?
1. Thank
there
you.
we go.
Thanks, ref.
Thank you very much.
Trying to get on his good side, but he'll still kick a ball off if it. Look. Okay, he's going in this corner now. Totally changing the land and the length.
And going through a lot of green there. That's going to be a push up to there. A relative push compared to what they have been playing. Let's see what the lead's like.
So they're both struggling with a lighty. It's amazing that they don't have a cap. You know.
Yeah.
Well, the sun's in their eyes and the shield in their eyes. You know, it's like goalkeepers these days. They never have caps on. You know, in the old days, they used to all have a cap, didn't they?
Yeah.
Now, nobody has a cap.
Yeah. It's very strange.
So, the shelter in their eyes. Well, you can't do that when you're sending it, but having said that, they've just played. Yeah, and he's
Wayne's just beaten it. Really having a rattle at this. Absolutely amazing. Toe to toe, all the way.
Yeah, good effort, really.
21-20 written all over it, I think.
Well, he's give it a reach.
Simon's really having a rattle at this.
But he's under.
The pace is just going to keep it out.
Yeah, good effort, really. Well, he could certainly go for 2 because he's not going to knock that ball in.
Oh, that's a magnificent suit.
Tremendous.
Absolutely tremendous bowls.
Yeah, tremendous.
Changing the length completely against the throw of the jack, and he's put 2 within 6 inches. And Wayne now goes to a 14-12 lead. Well, the standard of this game is remarkable, considering how difficult the green is. It is awesome. Where would you go now if you were Wayne?
Well, he's going to tittle it over somewhere, yeah.
He's going a bit 3/4 here, isn't he? It's taking him back in, actually.
I'm surprised. I'd be sort of playing somewhere else because of the green and brown. I'd be playing somewhere, you're going exactly where you've come from.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you go somewhere different, look at it. I'd be taking him through here. It's uphill. You've got that green. Catch him short.
Well, I think he's been emboldened by playing 2 brilliant bowls.
Maybe.
But no, it's not,
nearly a fair lead. It's just where it's
good enough against Simon.
No.
Yeah,
this is never getting there.
No, you're right. There's too much green to go through now.
Nobody's on. Nobody's on.
Ball from Simon. Yeah, Wayne's better pace for this. And I like the line as well coming in.
Yeah, just underneath. I don't think they're good enough. I fancy Simon to count here.
Dragged in the green.
Yard in, Simon counts, and he's put it in.
Is he too near us?
No, I'm going to say winner's in. I could be wrong, but I'm saying winner. Oh, he's flicked off his own. Wayne didn't like that flick, but
well, it's certainly won, and it's a look for 2, I think, for Wayne. And it was tight. He was too near us with both bowls, so.
Well, it's one either way, Rog. For me, it's not too. It's Wayne.
It's 1 to Wayne. Yeah. But a gap. That's the first gap that's opened up in this match.
Gets in here again, Wayne. Then he's got a really good chunk of a lead.
Yeah.
And will be tough to pull back because he's been nip and tuck all the way.
Yes. Yeah.
A 4 or 5 gap, it's going to be a lot to pull back.
Yeah, so it makes this end a huge end. Wayne now going back into the corner, 3/4 corners, but going in the other peg. Going his
definitely reached
his thumb peg, and played a very good lead.
Yep.
So applying the pressure now to Simon. Can Simon respond? Well, he's very close, Mike.
Just a bit tight.
No, just not quite on the line.
Pointing to 2 guys up there, that doesn't tell me anything.
I think Wayne's on. And I think the pace is good again from Wayne. It's all on his road up there.
Short.
No, he's
Short.
left it. He has left it. Commentator's curse there.
Yeah. He needs to count this, Simon, really, doesn't he? Needs to always played through.
Yeah, I think probably a good decision. He's been so accurate with the striking.
Oh, what on earth? It's two, you know.
Off the short ball, and that is unbelievable how that's broken for him. Well,
I mean, he didn't deserve to count because he was missing it, but to flick off and be two down.
To be two down.
So it's 17-12. Game's nearly up now. Yeah.
And halve it, and then flick the other ball as well. Now it really is uphill. It's a 5-point gap. But you never write a player of the quality of Simon off. Although Wayne is looking very much in control and is top quality himself. Just going about his stuff here, Wayne.
So let's see if they learnt from last time. They played this similar mark last time, and they weren't really very near, were they? For these guys, all about 4 foot off. Well, Rog, what do you think? I think it's a tad short because you've got to go through.
I think it's
but
going to go through the green. It's going to be
it's
short.
not bad.
It's going to be a 2 foot ball. Yeah, 2 foot. Simon has got to win this end, I think. If he's
absolutely got to get in. And I think he's going to do it with this.
Yes.
Very good.
Yeah, very good ball. 10 inches.
I don't know if Wayne's going to play a yard through at this. I'd be playing a yard through at that. You can be looking flick off your own, or you could hit Jack, or hit Simon's ball full.
I don't think it'll go massively quick.
It's a yard. It's a good yard through, I think. I wouldn't really like to play a dead end because you could run it back at that shot. Oh, he's not playing. It's a big yard through this. Missed.
Yeah, I'm surprised there. I thought he would just play just a 2 yard over rambler, but no, he went big. Now Simon knows that he's got to get his 2s.
Just looks underneath to me.
He's underneath, I think. It's not going to get up, is it? No, good length, but
yeah, it looks a little disappointed in that. Again, not easy to get to, but he needs the 2s.
Yes.
It's a long comeback in 1s.
Yeah. So what would you do now? What would you do now, Mike? Where'd you go?
Well, I'd just look for a totally different piece of land.
I think I'd look for an edge if I was Simon now, because he's tried the corners. It's not quite worked. He's got to go somewhere new. Well, he is going along the edge.
He's going down towards that other corner, and
the dips.
Maybe if he gets in, he might go on the Bailey edge.
Possibly.
We'll rename that the Bailey edge.
Bailey edge, yes. Well, it's yielded him so much success. He's entitled to have that edge named after him, John Bailey. Let's see what Simon's lead's like. Looks good to me.
Oh, it's short. Yeah.
Going down the dips.
You don't really want to be passing that Jack with much pace because it starts slipping down there. But he's played a bad one really, and he 4 foot short. Wayne has passed this with interest.
Certainly reached. And now he's down the dip and he's out the back.
And nobody's on.
Yeah, just caught him. It's not as easy as it looks because of the fact you go over a ridge and now you're down the dip.
He's played a good in here.
2 bowls that, the way Wayne's been playing, he would beat them. But you never know. Simon's thinking, I desperately need to count these 2. Wayne's thinking,
counts these 2s, 15, 17, then he's in with it. Yeah.
Comeback.
He's a bit undecided. He's not striking, is he?
He's
Whoa!
He's firing. And he's got
he's hit him.
That is unbelievable. The split there was about 8 inches between those bowls, wasn't there? And he got them both.
If he did that again, I'd be swearing at him. No, I would. I'd be swearing at him. It's true. He shouldn't have
we were both
that.
incredulous about that, weren't we? We think,
I couldn't believe when he struck at that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking he's thinking
That is
he's either going for the jack. He can see the jack. He's going for the jack to try and clear the end.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
not trying to clear both, but well,
He must have seen how they lay from the obviously not even going up and having a look.
that's a match
off
winner,
on the
by
mat.
the way.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think so. What a result that is. I mean, I've come from earlier in the week watching the Commonwealth Games and the lawn bowls at the Commonwealth Games. And
Not the flat green,
the
Roger.
flat green.
Oh,
the flat green,
no.
I admit
You can't
I
watch
need to
flat
I
green.
need to hang my head in shame. I know, but no. What a fantastic spectacle they did put on in Birmingham there. But you won't see finer bowls in terms of sort of execution than that shot there. It'd be something the flat greeners would be very proud of. There'd be standing ovation in the stands if a shot like that came off.
All dressed in the whites, they would.
Yeah. There's a lot of myths about flat green bowls. I think they're just regular, especially in South Wales where I play. Regular guys, they're just like us here. They just play a different game, but as hard and competitive as anything. But I think the stuffy image of flat green bowls now is definitely becoming a thing of the past. Especially our gold medalists in the pairs and the two young lads, Dan Salmon and Jared Breen.
Well, when I was living in Turkey, they had a flat green
20s.
there, and I was playing it, and the lady was a British coach. She came up with this piece of paper with rules and etiquette and things like clap your opponent when they get a good ball. And I'm thinking, what? I'm not having any of that.
No, never. I've never had that book read to me. No, they play hard. They play hard in South Wales, definitely. And there's a place for both sports.
But they'd struggle on Crown Green, wouldn't they?
Oh yeah, I think they would.
It's so hard compared to
it
flat
is.
green.
It
For a
is.
start, they've got 4 balls. We've got 2,
Yeah.
and every green is
It's
different.
It's such a different game, tactics-wise. The fact that you build ahead, you have to be patient, and then the skips come along at the end and play the glory shots, and that's the way it is. It's just totally different.
But when they get an hour,
do you know what? I'd love to see. I'd pay good money to do this. Is to see John Bailey from North Wales, our top, without doubt, our top player in Wales, play against Dan Salmon from Cardiff. 2 lads,
home and away.
similar age. One on the crown, one on the flat.
Yeah.
At singles, aggregate wins.
Crown wins.
Who wins? Well,
Crown
do you know,
wins.
it'd be very. He'd have to practice and things like.
He'd have no chance on Llanrwst.
No.
That
John
big
on his own
slope.
green, I
That
know
big slope.
But I tell you what, Dan Salmon is a hell of a talent. He's a hell of a talent at flat green balls. Double gold medalist now, Melbourne and.
Chalk 'em up, Rog, but
I know you're
Crown
shaking your head.
wins.
I know
It's
you're
the
shaking your
green.
head.
It's the green.
But it's
So
it would be interesting.
I think he like that then. So, it would be good.
Do it, yeah.
I mean, they did have that flat versus Crown, but it was on a flat green, and which wasn't fair.
Yeah. Anyway, this is down the home stretch now. Did you say
It's almost last chance saloon here now.
for Simon? Yeah. Although that marvellous shot from Wayne, he didn't capitalise with getting in.
He didn't, but he's
last
got
end.
a bit of a cushion here, and he's lying on, and Simon's leaning
Simon's
but
looking at this.
he's leaning it, and it's not good enough.
I
No,
don't think it is.
DT's going to have a little look here. Here's Callum, he's had a great week. He's got a bit of a tan, he's been sunbathing on the beach.
Been topping up my tan in Llandudno, I have, yeah. Come on.
Enjoying the week.
I love it here. Fantastic, yeah.
Lovely. You're very welcome. Brilliant.
I had a pretty good weekend last weekend. So
Yeah, we heard
Well done.
from somewhere.
So that's our reigning All England champion just walking by saying hello. Got his hands full
So,
with his.
Ditchfield again, it's all
child.
but. 2014, no way back.
No, not now. As you said, that
Strike
amazing
was.
strike. That's
It would be
to
interesting
see.
to know if he meant that, but I think he's thinking clear the end or take one out. But
he must have meant it because he was just so positive the way it went. It'd be interesting. We'll have to have a chat with him afterwards and tell the viewers whether he saw it and he played it. We'll see.
so he's sort of led one. It's live and let live, isn't it? Really.
Sam's going too fast here. So, chance for Wayne to really close the door on this match. The regulation legs.
They are. DT winding us up. Referee winding us up, Roger. Told you, he looks such a nice guy, but I'm telling you, he's kicking my balls off. In Welsh Vets Championship, he's stopping a ball when I'm playing at St Asaph.
Pure evil.
And then he turned. Sorry, I had to do that. Then he says sorry, which even winds you up more. Simon's counted once, 15.
Counting one there.
Well, it's three ends, isn't it? 3 twos, but you know.
But it's do or die now for him. He can't make any mistakes.
Where's he going to go? Is he going to? Do you think he's just?
How many times has Simon got himself out of holes like this? So you never write quality players like these off.
They've got to be twos. You can't do them in ones.
No.
He's got to get the twos.
You would say the way Wayne has been playing, it's too tall an order, but we will see. Just that gap in the teens, wasn't it? That Wayne opened.
Yeah, he got that 4 or 5 gap, and it looked like that was it.
Simon doesn't like this.
Oh no,
It's pegging too early, too quickly.
no. Pretty bright, them trainers, though, aren't they?
Yeah.
Are they allowed?
Very fetching. Oh, nice to see some colour in the green. And he's.
I'm looking at Wayne. He
turned
seems. Yeah, he's turned over. Yeah,
which is a brave bowl, and a clever
they've been
ball.
playing it a few years now, haven't they?
Yeah,
It's almost like an home green for these guys.
Yeah. So much harder.
He's looking at it size, thinking, well, if I strike, he's got to hit the jack. There's no point taking ball.
I think he's got to turn over and just try and beat it, and that's what he's tried to do. He's turned over. He's looking at it, but no, I don't.
No, I don't think he's following up. He's
it's
shaking hands, weighed in.
And that is the end of the second semi-final with Wayne Ditchfield defeating Simon Coupe 21-15. So we have a final that will be coming up in a few minutes between Wayne Ditchfield and John Bailey, and it should be a cracker, Mike. I'm looking forward to that. Are you?
I am. I'll give you the pick for that because I'm a 2-0 up.
You're 2-0 up, yes.
Okay,
yes,
well,
yes,
you
I'm
can have
2
the pick
pints
for the
down.
final.
I will go for John.
You're going for John?
I'll go for John. That's only just on green knowledge.
Okay.
But
we'll see.
We will see.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too.